Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just...
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And he will be marked down right there at... the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go. 120!
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally. And open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 9 now from the 21. Now a play fake. Wentz. And he'll get this one complete to T.O. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here's Wentz to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. 12, 10, under 10, 10.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Let's get it. 58, boys, 58.
Play action. Now Jackson. He'll hit Jackson complete. He can't get him down. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
On 3rd down, here's Bo. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Completes it to Fitzgerald. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be out right at the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
And an Eagle 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Night Train Lane. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say, when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run the counter. Jackson. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Jones has it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Walter Payton with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 40.
Watch the safety.
57.
Check.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Now Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deion Sanders in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action.
Black, come on.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On third and long, it's Wentz. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Well, that kind of catch is supposed to pay off with at least a first down, isn't it?
Instead, he'll just add it to his highlight reel, but they don't pick up the first.
Yeah, he gets the yardage, he gets the catch, but now they have a decision to make.
You got three down. Rush in.
Sunday. 14, 82, 14. Listen.
Here we go on fourth down with Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Extra point by Stitterud, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
43's the mic. 43's the mic.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. This one complete to Jordan Reed. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, check. 3 down.
On first down, Wentz going up top. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
43.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Lefty.
Kill.
80 weapon. For Tokyo.
50 miles.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Larry Fitzgerald, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, you're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Walter Payton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
It's a short kick, taking it to 15. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go. Tighten up. Slam.
They'll run again with Jackson. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Ready? 58, Mike. Man, I got you. I got you. Check your hot read. Check. Crunch. Oh!
On 3rd down, Payton. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Right back to him on 1st down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Tackles. He's got it.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Walter Payton, 56 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams sprint to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeves. Wentz will try again on second down. And he finds Fitzgerald. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch.
Check 13. Check
bunch.
Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Wentz. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Calvin Johnson, 41 yards. And the Eagles get a score closer. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will shave one more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal.
Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton, and he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the one.
Nice hit, boy.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Julio Jones there to make the grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. So he actually goes back about 9 yards on the return, but the interception is clean, and they have the pigskin, and they take over.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And an alley to run. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run with a big man, Bo Jackson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On 1st down, Peyton. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Go. Go. Check it to 6.
On third down, this is Jackson. And he had to get this down to the 15. He won't make it. He's a yard or two short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with fourth down, forthcoming. Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on fourth down.
I'm going to run you over. You go tight. You got tight.
They run again with Jackson. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
She's singing too.
Oh, she's singing. She's
on like the 5th tune at this point.
she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
Done.
Got to do better.
We're done.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10.
Watch the twist.
Please find 7.
March 43.
We're done.
Wentz. And this one complete to Reed. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 27, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. The 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
This will be taken in at the 1. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football.
We got this.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 32. Johnson was the intended receiver. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual
it.
Guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end. And, you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time. And they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So that'll do it for Charles Davis, the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.